Hello everyone, and welcome to part 1 of attempt number 15. Right off the bat, I would like to apologize in advance if the commentary is not as good as usual. And I use the term good very, very loosely, because it's been quite a while since I've recorded anything. It's been a bit since I have, and it's been a whole lot longer since I've actually played any Half-Life. It's been over 2 weeks since I played Half-Life because I record in batches, and therefore I had a decent amount saved up from about 3 weeks ago, I think. And so the last attempt number 14 and stuff like that, all the attempt number 14 and 13 and all those were recorded within a day or two of each other, and that's pretty much that. Now, I am looking forward to getting back into Half-Life because I have kind of missed it. I'm really looking forward to going through getting far and doing well in this attempt. However, that said, I do have a bit of a dilemma here, because as per the channel update video that came out a couple weeks ago, I am looking to cut back on the overall number of videos being released a week, as well as man, that was really weird, as well as just the number of videos a week and all that. So I'm cutting back to where I'm only releasing videos on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. 3 videos a week, more or less. Now, I have last week, I don't even think I had 3 videos released because last week was kind of a disaster. It was a spring break, so to say.
Continued employment in the Black Mesa Research Facility. Missing a scheduled analysis or radiation check is grounds for immediate termination. If you feel you have been exposed to radioactive or other hazardous materials in the course of your duties, contact your radiation safety officer immediately. Work safe, work smart, your future depends on it. Now arriving at Sector C test labs and control facilities. Please stand back from the automated door and wait for the security officer to verify your identity. Before exiting the train, be sure to check your...
Hello again, and sorry about that. I had an interruption. I had to go do something real quick. But I am back just in time. Actually, I'm kind of surprised. I was expecting to get back and be a little bit late. In fact, when I first walked in my room, since I was viewed like this, I wasn't sure. I thought I was already here, but no, it was just pulling up in the tram, and then I got situated and all that stuff in my chair before coming back to the commentating. But yes, as I was saying, hold on, what was I saying? It's been a couple minutes. Well, it's actually been the exact amount of time that it takes for that sequence to play out. Finish playing the tram ride, so I think that's like a couple minutes. It was only at most 2 or 3 minutes. But even then, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, right, yeah, the dilemma. So my dilemma is that I want to keep having Half-Life be regular, because I enjoy doing it, and I'm hoping that there are people who enjoy watching it as well. So I want to keep doing Half-Life. However, the problem is that I don't want to only do Half-Life on Fridays, and I have Portal 2 co-op with Peter on Tuesdays. I have the Mordheim YouTube League on Saturday, so that leaves only Friday. And I want to stick to only having the 3 days, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, even though, ironically enough, this video is out on Monday, and you're probably thinking, wait, hold on, why is it on Monday when it's a big deal that you're cutting back on the number of videos and all that stuff? Well, partly because I didn't have videos, I didn't have any normal videos up last week, So I feel the need to go ahead and get this one out, and also I just really want to get the Half-Life video out, because it's been a while since I played Half-Life, and I don't want to have to wait till Friday to release this episode, because it's been a long time since the last Half-Life episode. So anyway, as I was saying, the problem I'm running into is I don't want to make these videos super long. I want to keep them about the same length that they always have been. But at the same time, that also means that there's going to be very small doses, very small amounts of Half-Life at a time, which is not a problem. Well, it kind of is a problem. That is kind of the dilemma of, do I increase the video length to something more like 50 minutes to an hour? Like, that seems a little extreme, and I kind of don't want to, because I really doubt that that's going to help, you know, get the viewership of the videos. I mean, sitting through a hour-long video is, you know, not exactly, you know, that's a good chunk of time, and, you know, obviously people might watch half of it and then come back and watch the other half, but like at that point it's just as well to split it into, you know, 2 or 3 videos. But again, I don't want to add any other days back except Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday for my regular video release. Again, this is coming out on Monday. This is an exception for this week because last week got screwed up, so that is the exception. This is by no means gonna be normal. But anyway, the main problem is that, so does that mean that like once every other week I do Half-Life on Fridays? And if so, you know, again, one, you know, 15 to 20 minute episode, or even 15 to 30 minute episode is not a lot. For, you know, one every 2 weeks is not a lot. So I'm also curious. So I mean, again, it's a difficult situation, because the other thing I considered is, well, making, you know, 3 or 4 video Half-Life Iron Man run videos, or One Life run. I think I'm going to start referring to them as One Life runs rather than Iron Man mode or anything like that. So, you know, One Life run video, you know, like making 3 or 4 episodes of this and then releasing them all on the same day. But at that point, we're kind of back to where we started before I did the channel update and decided to change to less videos a week, because I want to not have as many videos being released as often, or, well, just as many videos at all. I don't want to have, you know, a bunch of video, like a constant torrent of videos, not torrent like the torrent sharing, file sharing, like a stream. Like, I don't want a constant, you know, overwhelming stream of videos coming out, you know, so I want there to be, and there I am going again saying, you know, and I know, and all that, and I use the term know a lot for some, it's a weird thing when I'm doing commentary. Anyway, I also say anyway quite a bit. Just odd. I'm catching myself saying all my usual things, because again, it's been a while since I've done commentary, so I'm noticing it more because it's been long enough that since I'm not used to it because I haven't been doing it regularly recently. So anyway, as I was saying, and that's another thing I say, as I was saying was another phrase. I don't know, I gotta get off this. I can't let it bother me, otherwise I'm gonna just be talking about things I say a lot while I'm commentating. Anyway, so there's another one. Okay, moving on. The main thing is I don't know what to do with the Half-Life series, because I don't want to have a ton of videos coming out, you know, every week. I want to keep it to 3 videos a week for the most part, with a few exceptions here and there. Obviously, this week will be a little last week was irregular because it didn't have the regular videos out like it was supposed to. And this week's going to also be kind of irregular because I'm just getting... actually, I forgot to explain why last week was so irregular. So last week was my quote-unquote spring break, which was essentially, if I were still in school, it would basically be my week off. But it would have been my week off, but it actually was, I took the week off to do work. And I know that sounds like, okay, I took the week off from work to do work. I took off from my normal work stuff to do projects, is the term I usually use, or you know, basically like things that don't happen. And basically what it was taking out the carpet in one of the bedrooms and putting tile down. which oddly enough, due to circumstances, oh you wonderful, curse you little unforeseen circumstances, unforeseen consequences. Hey, there we go, on cue. Basically, what happened is that was what we were supposed to do. Well, it was partly tiling and also cleaning out the garage. And, well, we got all of the stuff removed from the bedroom. We got the carpet and everything associated with the carpet out of the bedroom. The bedroom was repainted. I didn't do that. Someone else did. And all that stuff. But then when it came to the actual tiling part, it got delayed through several reasons. Partly because someone had a injury. It wasn't anything serious, but just something that prevented them from helping me do the tiling. In addition to that, it was the weather. The last few days of the last week were not perfect for tiling. It was kind of raining and stuff. That wasn't a major thing. Like, we still could have done the tile even if it were raining, but overall, it was a situation where we had several delays due to a lot of different just things, unexpected things happening. We ended up having to do other stuff and stuff like that. And then, after that, there was the person got injured and was unable to. Man, need to be sure to not get hit by that beam of electricity on the next attempt. Or maybe this will be the last attempt, because maybe I'll just beat the game on this run. That would be awesome. But anyway, as I was saying, injuries happened. Again, nothing serious. It was really was not anything serious. Just, a minor injury. Not even a minor injury. It was more of just something that was, I don't know what this. It was a joint problem. Basically, someone kind of tweaked their hip in a way that prevented them from being able to do the tiling and stuff, and that's being taken care of. But it's one of those things that those kind of things take a little bit of time to heal, and obviously you need to not do any work like laying tile during that. So yeah, that kind of happened. Where's the other zombie? Oh, wow. Why are you late, dude? You're supposed to be right up there. Anyway, so that's the reason why last week was a mess. And of course, we also had the. I'm always paranoid about that now. I've died to it multiple times, I think. I know I died to it at least once before. I think a couple other times as well. Anyway, as I was saying. This part. Yep. Sorry about that. Had a bit of sniffling and some coughs as well. That's another thing. I've kind of been fighting. I don't really want to say that I've been fighting getting sick, but just kind of allergies and sinus related stuff also made the whole doing tiling not appeal very good. And also I think I was kind of fighting a little bit of a, I guess you could kind of say, not really a cold, but like a sore throat and stuff. And I think that was partly due to us when we tore the carpet out of the room, as well as doing also just like the having to stand around in that room, like the concrete floors, when they've been under carpet for a long time like that, and you take the carpet up, it tends to be quite kind of like a lot of concrete dust, and you kind of just inhale that even when you wear a mask. You still, that's inevitable. You're still gonna inhale some of even wearing a mask and stuff. So there are some. So yeah, that kind of happened too. And again, it wasn't really that I was gonna get. I wouldn't call it that I almost got sick, but it was just one of those things where you don't feel quite 100%, and that also really does, really works against the whole being motivated to, lay tile and stuff. Anyway, all that stuff happened. Last week was not good. Oh, and of course we cleaned out the garage too, which was basically a 2-day deal last week. and that also was another contributing factor to why, you know, I was not super excited to trying to do the tile by myself. I technically could have, but I ended up not because doing it. Anyway, so we're going to be doing the tiling this week, though luckily it's not going to interfere too much with my regular schedule, so we are getting back to our regular schedule. So last week, the first half of the week was doing work, you know, in the garage and getting everything prepped and stuff for the tiling project. And then the second half of the week was, and actually, like, I'm talking about this like it already happened. I'm actually recording this on Friday, you know, so there, that's a looking behind the curtain. This magical spell is broken. I'm recording this on Friday night, so I'm talking about this week as if it's already happened because this video is coming out on Monday, so it will have it's wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Anyway, didn't get him. Anyway, so yeah, and basically the rest of this week, I've been able to pretty much like not do anything. Like, there's been very, very minor, like, little things, you know, just kind of the usual like stuff that you do, I guess. I don't know if it's usual, maybe it's not. Anyway, but I have been doing some other stuff besides doing the tiling like I was, like we had originally planned, but all of that taken care of, all of that said, all that taken care of, it is essentially just all of that said, this second half of the week was, you know, luckily been just able to kind of actually relax and have some time off, almost kind of like a, you know, a little bit, not really a vacation, but just being able to take the time, take these last few days of the week off and just kind of relax and get to recover from, you know, cleaning out the garage and stuff, because that was pretty intensive. Our garage was quite a mess. We moved a lot of furniture to a storage facility. But anyway, enough of that, of what I've been up to last week. And again, I guess that was just a really, really long explanation as to why videos were not released on time. Let's make this jump. Anyway, back to this stuff. Anyway, right, Half-Life series dilemma. Man, I am rambling. Again, I do apologize. I know I usually just run past this stuff, but for some reason I was like, yeah, screw it. I'll shoot them all for whatever reason. I don't know. It's been a while since I played Half-Life, as I said. It's been a while since I've done commentary, which is why everything was very rambly just now. Tunk. And of course, I'm not playing great, but hey, maybe me not playing so great will actually... Okay. Now there's a head crab right there. I knew it was somewhere. And actually, maybe there was one though. Okay, now I am actually very curious. There is actually a way, and where did I do it? I don't recall how. I believe it's over there. Yep, here we go. Nice little secret that I actually have known about this for a while, and I've just never done it because I never saw the reason. Well, because of that right there. Because, you know, there's painful turrets that want to hurt me. Wow, that head crab has can jump. Alrighty, let's see. Is there anything in here? Nope. Let's reload the shotgun, get prepped for these vortigons. Alright, mouse click. 2 shots kills a vortigon, even on difficult.
Hey, what the hell are you doing down here?
Now, we're gonna go here because I skipped some of the earlier parts, which means I'm gonna be low on ammo unless I go here, which is fine, which is one of the reasons I skipped. It's because I was planning on going here. Okay. Now, actually, one thing that I have to talk about, because I really want to talk about, I guess now would be a good time to mention something else. There was another episode of this that I actually am not releasing. That was recorded before this, a couple days ago I recorded it, and I didn't die, so I'm not counting. And this has happened actually once, or I think this is the second time it's happened, and I'm sure it probably won't be the last actually. But essentially, what the deal is that I didn't release the episode because it was just awful. It was awful. My commentary was terrible, and the reason was because it was, I believe I tried to record it on Wednesday night, I want to say. Anyway, and so it was, point being, oh, why am I coming up here? I need to go down here. I was very, very tired when I tried to record it, which was a bad idea, but I was frantically trying to get the episode recorded to release it on Friday, which is actually the night I'm actually recording this on, but again, you know, wibbly wobbly timey wimey, last Friday anyway. So I was trying to record it, but I basically just failed because, well, I mean, I did record. It was the first part. I got all the way to We've Got Hostiles, but like I said, I stopped. I stopped there. I didn't die, but I did stop, and the reason being, because I went back and watched it. I recorded only one episode, and then I stopped that night, and then from there. So as I said, let me focus. So I was very tired when I tried to record the episode, and then I went back the next day and watched it back, and just the episode was absolutely awful. The commentary was horrendous. I couldn't even, I could barely speak in coherent sentences. And no, I'm not even joking. I was just really tired, and so it was just bad all around. Bad. And I actually decided that, you know what, no, I'm redoing it. So I'm basically just scrapped that episode, which would have been part 1 of attempt number 15, but this is part 1 of attempt number 15. And I wanted to go ahead and, mention this for a couple of reasons, which I'm getting to the reason why I brought this up in the first place. But anyway, the main reason is, one, because I wanted to kind of, be transparent about the whole, I am actually keeping track of the number of attempts this is, but I'm still only calling this attempt number 15 because I'm not counting the last video that I recorded as an attempt, because, one, it's not like I recorded it and died. If I record anything and die, so if I record the stuff and then I die, I absolutely count that as an attempt every single time, despite the circumstances of the death. Well, actually, there was one other instance where that didn't happen. That's because the video file got corrupted. I believe I've talked about this before. I died on the door glitch right where you get the shotgun. But anyway, yeah. So I don't actually record. Well, I didn't count that one, not because I didn't want to, but simply because I actually wanted to do that one because it was actually, overall, I think it would have been a pretty interesting episode, but video file got corrupted, and, that's kind of, it's hard to release, hard to use it when you literally can. It's just the video file is ruined. So, that said, there are a few instances where, usually it would have been an attempt, so there's, that was the one other situation where I did actually die. On that one, I did actually die that video, but the video file got corrupted. I was really unfortunate. It was right when I was giving the outro of the episode after I died. I was talking about it, and then video file. Software got screwed up, and so the file got corrupted. Anyway, I'm all saying this just because, like I said, I want to be transparent about, you know, so that is one attempt that didn't ever see the light of day due to the file getting ruined and me not being able to use it. So I didn't count it as an attempt. Yeah, because again, I'm accounting attempts that I have video evidence for as being attempts. Got him. Yeah, level skip. Do we actually want to make sure this guy comes in with us? So we can always be sure to get it.
Their idea of containment is to kill everyone associated with the project. Judging from your cast, you were part of it. I'll stay here. With Lloyd, anyone can answer all. I'll wait right here.
This is why you want to bring this guy in here, is because you can actually get stuck in here if you're not fast enough.
But there's an old decommissioned rail to start.
And of course there's that ghost of the guy in there because, you know, he didn't actually spawn in properly because we skipped the level. Anyway, as I was saying before I got through the amazingness that is that skip, I am basically, if I have video evidence, if I have the recording of an attempt of between when I start the game to when I die, I am going to count that as an attempt. However, if, you know, as is going to happen sometimes, I lose the footage, or the footage gets corrupted, which is pretty much me losing it. When that happens, I'm not going to count those as attempts because I don't have it on video record. That attempt is not on record in terms of video. And I probably will, once I actually do complete this in a single live, I'll probably have at the end, you know, I'll have two things. I'll like have the number of recorded attempts that I had, and then I'll probably have like another number that will be, you know, probably by that time a few extra attempt, you know, a slightly higher number than the things that will basically be like, this is like, if you want to get real technical, the actual number of attempts that I had, you know, but I just, you know, they weren't on record. They didn't, you know, the video got corrupted and they weren't actually on record, and that's kind of why I didn't count them. So I'll probably at the end of this series have those two numbers both displayed. Anyway, getting back to what I was talking about a minute ago, because this episode's actually getting ready to wrap up. But what I was talking about earlier is, yep, made it. What was that? Oh, right. So the entire comment, man, that was very rambly, and I got sidetracked. But not really sidetracked. It was kind of just the explanation that took way longer than it probably needed to. But so yes, the lost episode that is not going to be released. I might actually end up releasing it later at some later time, maybe like towards the end of the series, when I like actually get close to beating the game. I might actually release it, but because I don't have it, the video didn't get corrupted. I was just not going to count it as a release again, because as I said, I didn't actually die in it, so it was basically me choosing to more or less quit. But yeah, the reason for it was simply because the commentary was awful, absolutely awful. But I do have it on record, and I haven't actually deleted the video yet, so I may actually hang on to it and release it later, you know, down the line at some point. But it was bad, like it was really bad. Anyway, so all of that said, that is essentially right. That's that. Right. What I was gonna say is, now we'll probably need. I'll see if I can. Nah, there's not gonna be any more vents for a while. So anyway, what made me think of it is because the one good thing that was in the episode that is not ever gonna be was not released. I essentially chose to not release. The only good thing about the commentary from it was I actually pointed out how, because I've never pointed it out before, when there's an event cover that you can, like, you know, that's breakable and all that stuff. As I was saying, when there's a vent cover that is breakable, you can actually shoot in between the slats, and actually I think you can do it on the railing too. Okay, no. Okay, so actually this is a perfect example. So you can't shoot through that, even though there's like a big hole. You can't actually shoot through that, because that's considered a solid entity. However, on the vent covers that are breakable and stuff, you can actually shoot in between the slats. And this, to me, is just really cool. Partly from because I am, I have some experience with game development, and I am currently developing a game. There are, it's just really cool because I, really appreciate that small little detail of, because it's very easy, like, for example, on the railing back there, it was just one solid entity, so you can't actually shoot in between the things because from the game, it looks like that, but that's actually just, as far as the game's concerned, that's just a solid piece of railing. It's just solid, there are no, holes in it and stuff like that. So the little detail of having it where you can actually shoot in between the slats of the vents, I don't know, I just think that's really cool. It's actually a very good reason why I'm spamming so many grenades right now. Because I'm trying to break the slats. There we go, we got it. Awesome. We're gonna fresh on grenades. But I was trying to break the boards with grenades so we don't have to worry about it. Awesome. Made it through that without too much trouble. So yes, as I was saying, and I actually was not lying. I did actually intend on cutting the episode off earlier before we got to this part, but I was rambling and not paying attention. We're already here, so we're gonna keep going. We're gonna play the way through Blast Pit or until we die. But anyway, yeah, it's like these kind of vents, which I can't actually demonstrate because I don't have a. Yeah, see, you can shoot through that. That's just a really cool little detail. Now, obviously, this one is not as cool because it's a lot bigger of a, a lot more space in between things, so it makes more sense that, each one of those is kind of more of its own individual entity. But on the small little slats, it's like you have to actually aim carefully to aim in between them with the pistol. I don't know. It's really cool, like I said, from a game design standpoint, that's a really attention to detail that you can actually do that, because it would be so easy. I mean, and obviously it would be so easy because they did it with the because of course they actually did it that way with the with the railing. You can't shoot in between the railing, but you can between the vent covers. And I think the reason is actually there is a good important game reason why they chose to actually put the extra effort in to making it for the vent covers but not for the railing, is because the vent covers, you can shoot head crabs through the vent cover, which is actually a very important thing to be able to do from a gameplay standpoint. Okay. Now, I was very careful there because we all know in attempt number 13, I think that's how I died. I got knocked off by the spinning fan blade. But, like, actually here I can demonstrate. See how I can shoot through this? And again, like I was saying about it being an important gameplay aspect, is because I could theoretically shoot the head crab. I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to try because I can't see him, but like all through these, you can shoot through these, and it's really cool little attention to detail. See, I can shoot through that. That's so awesome, because like when you look at it, you would just assume that it would be a one solid barrier that you can't actually shoot through, because obviously like that's way more resource efficient and also way easier from an overall like coding aspect, because like you don't actually have to make sure. Essentially, it would just be like a solid, even though it visually like it doesn't look like a solid object. From a coding standpoint, it would be considered a solid object, but they don't do. It's not, and that, I don't know. Like I said, that's just really cool. Maybe it's just because I am a coder, and like I kind of I have some limited amount of appreciation for that because I have a very limited amount of experience with it. So it's just, I don't know. It's just really cool to me. That's something. Anyway, that was the best part about the Lost episode, and I just wanted to bring it up because I brought it up in that in the Lost episode, which I'm now going to refer to it as the Lost episode. Alright, Alrighty. Moment of truth, don't die. Alrighty. Awesome, 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 awesome. Kill you, thank you very much. I don't know why I was doing that tune. It's highly inefficient. I wish I had pistol ammo. Oh, I do. After I already wasted like 8 shotgun shells on it, you know, but that's fine. Alright, here we go. Come on, Hound Eye. Oh, loading screen of doom. Come on, Hound Eyes. Ah, get back here. Oh. Actually, really smoothly. Okay, so we're going to finish out Blast Pit and then we'll cut this episode off. This is going to be running a bit longer than normal. We're going to just jump like this onto the ladder because that's how we roll. Because we're Gordon Freeman. Oh. Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been bad. Need to not look around as much when I'm trying to climb ladders. Anyway, like I said, we're going to finish out Blast Pit here and then we will... Not die. No, 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 no. We will. I was talking to the zombie to die. No, we will finish out Blast Pit, and then we shall finish out Blast Pit, and then we shall end this episode. Oops. Do not mean to do that. Actually, I'm gonna be very careful. Do not want to die. Alright, here we go. Alright, climb, climb, climb the ladder. Climby, climby, climby. Whew. Feeling pretty good so far about this overall run, this overall attempt. Actually, I can't. There's health at the other end, I think. No, there's not. I'm thinking about down below where we just came from. There's health down there by that scientist who's watching the dials. Wee. Spinny, spinny. Spin around, spin around, spin around. Yeah, there's no health here. Okay. So, I'm actually feeling really good about this attempt so far. Attempt number 15. Could it be the magic success? I mean, how ironic would it have been if I died there or right here? Could it actually be the moment of success? Gotta be careful with the grenades, gotta be sparing. On the ladder, chuck another grenade down. Go off, chuck another grenade down. Out the ladder. Chuck another grenade. Nope. Jump to dodge the angry aliens smacking the metal floor. Alright. We're gonna watch them burn. 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 Giant Hydra. This is actually known as a Hydra. That's actually what these are called as. That's actually what those are called. Are Hydras. And I say they because there are actually more than one. Even though this is kind of like a mini boss fight. Which again is a pretty epic like boss fight. It's not really a boss fight, but it's like a boss sequence, I guess. You know, but yeah, this is actually there are actually more of these because you encounter them on. Actually, I'm sorry, you encounter them not only on Zin, but later on when you get to the surface in one of the later later levels. That's right. I actually forgot about that one. It's just one by itself. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune back next time, which I don't know when it is, because like I said, I don't know how I'm going to release these to keep them, you know, fairly ongoing, but not super long time in between. But anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Check back every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday for new videos. Also, check out my live stream over on Doff_Darren is my Twitch channel. You can also find the link to it on the YouTube channel here if you go to my home page, I guess it is, of the YouTube channel. Anyway, I stream every Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern North American time. So, without further ado, till next time.